So I'm going to try to give you a close-up. That's what the termites that actually chew on the house look like. Let me see if I turn. I think that dude's actually dying. And this is what one of the soldiers looks like. You see the big head, the shape of the head, it's reddish with the big old pinchers. That's a soldier. That does not eat the wood. These are the guys that I've been vacuuming up on a regular basis. See, they're slowly dying. Hold on. Let me back up here for a second, dog. Those are the... Yeah, you can see them. These are Formosan termites. See, that one's actually looking like he's drying up. And that's what that bait's supposed to do. It's supposed to prevent them from molting, and then they dry up. See how these guys ain't moving? So, those bait traps are doing its thing. That's the bait trap that the manager came and put out. He put one up at the top where they're really active. So it's working. I mean, these little droppings, that's nothing compared to what it has been. So that tells me that then they're slowing down. Oh my gosh, look at them all on my sink. Here you go. So you can see the difference. The ones that had the big pinchers and the ones that don't. The ones with the big pinchers are the soldiers. They don't eat. The little white ones, those are the ones that be tearing stuff up. They're rude. You guys are going to be getting washed down the drain. And then that goes the swarmer right there too. So that's all 3 termites in one picture for you guys. Soldiers, the workers, the ones without the pinchers, and then the swarmers. They all got different roles. And the only ones that eat are the ones without the pinchers. And that bait prevents them from molting. So then they die. And then the swarmers and the soldiers and the queen, they can't get fed. So they die. The bait is the most effective for killing a whole colony. You will absolutely guarantee kill the whole colony by bait. If you go in and start injecting liquid in the wall and stuff like that, the way he explained it, that when you go and you inject the liquid in there, it's going to create a barrier. And yeah, it's going to kill the termites in that area. But he says what happens is the termites, they'll end up sensing death. And they'll be able to sense that area. And then they'll be like, nah, screw that. We're staying away from that area. And then they'll move. And then nothing gets taken back to the colony. The bait actually gets taken back to the colony and wipes the whole thing out. It's a slow and long process, and you're watching your house get chewed up. But it's the most effective way. If you were to tent the house, it's only going to kill the termites in the house, and it's not going to kill the ones in the ground. So you got to treat the ground, the bait. It is what it is. People are going to say, don't use bait, whatever. I've heard every kind of angle there is. And from the way it was explained to me, and I'm a pretty common sense kind of guy. The way it was explained to me, that's going to be the most effective way for killing this whole colony. And then preventive maintenance. Unfortunately, the bait in the ground wouldn't have stopped them from coming in through the air. They came in through the air. I'm on a solid foundation. You see the ground out there? That's the garage out there. Where I'm standing at, I'm 4 foot off, at least 4.5 to 5 foot off the ground outside. And that's all solid concrete. That's how they got in, through an aerial attack, them jokers. So the bait traps out around the house wouldn't have stopped this situation. I hope that helps somebody. I hope that helps somebody. Your boy's getting tired. I'm starting to run out of gas a little bit. Going to all the social medias, trying to answer questions, trying to be interactive. Love you guys. Oh, hey. It don't matter if we agree on anything or not. I love you guys. You guys matter. I really pray that you guys are getting through life okay, because there's a lot of us going through a lot of things. The world's crazy right now. But I just want you to know that each and every single one of y'all were created with a purpose. That's just what I believe. I believe every person has value. Now, some people ruin that value and they go off and do stupid things. Okay, it is what it is. But I believe everybody is born with value. So never look in the mirror and call yourself stupid and a failure and all that other kind of stuff like I did for many years when I was younger. I'd sit on a countertop and I'd look on the mirror on the back of my parents' bathroom door, the house I grew up in. I'd just sit there and be like, Sean, you're a failure. You're a piece of crap. Why even try? You're going to fail at it anyways. Like, these are things I was telling myself as a teenager. So don't do that, because you do matter and you do have value. And you can succeed with anything that you put your mind to, but you got to stay consistent and you got to make up your mind that no matter what happens, I'm going to keep marching forward and I'm going to accomplish this goal. All right, y'all.